do it right now.
Yes, I see that right there. After public comments.
We're ready.
Want to make sure.
Madam Chair, you got the floor.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome. Fantastic. Full house.
Is that started? Yeah.
Yes.
Let's go to the order. It's 7:10. Roll call, Secretary.
Denisha Salazar,
Present.
Trinette Zarin. Present, Esther Colon.
Present.
I was waiting for the answer. All right,
For herself.
yeah. Madeline Quintana, present. Susan Chapani.
Honey.
Lee Alemán. Stin Stern,
Present.
Charles James. Elsa Ruse. Reus.
Present. Wasn't for doing the pronunciation.
Herminia Ibarra.
Present.
Carla Costa. Absent, and then Ruth, Hierro. So we have quorum.
Okay.
We have,
We have.
Oh, good.
Well, I'm just announcing it.
Oh, we have.
We have quorum.
It wasn't question mark.
item number 3, public comments. I think we have a guest here today.
I'm Angel Armesto. This is my mother, Wendy Armesto, and we just wanted to state that as town residents, we appreciate the work of the Cultural Affairs Committee, that when the world gets turbulent, when it becomes so stressful of political ideologies coming everywhere, the Cultural Affairs Committee is always there to put a nice, relaxing, culturally enriching activity for us. My favorite one has always been the symphony. I love going in August. It's been historically in the Tassinari's, and just enjoying the classical music that is brought to the town. So we thank you very much.
Hi, everybody is Wendy Ernesto. I'm here to have this meeting, also learn and probably enjoy the committee if it's possible.
To join.
Thank you.
Wendy, right?
Wendy.
So your last name is Ernesto?
Armesto.
Armesto.
Wendy's gonna send the email to Claricel so she can join, okay?
Thank you.
Okay, any deferrals, additions, or deletions?
Yes, I would like to make a motion to defer several things on the agenda since it's so long. I'm looking at 6 under C, item 3, 5, 7, and 8. 3, 5, 7, and 8.
I second the motion. What is that you don't want, we're not gonna
To defer, just to defer,
to the
because
next
we have
meeting.
so much on the agenda.
Pero Earth Day is coming up, April.
I would
Talk about it, no?
agree that we should prefer because I'm going to say a very brief thing on it. I'd like to basically,
Hold on a second, there's a motion on the table. So Susan,
Motion and a second.
wait a second. She motioned for, to defer 3, 5, 7, and 8.
I second.
We have a second by Esther. Discussion. Felicia wants to amend the motion.
amend the motion.
Okay.
Let's keep number 3. And number 10. We can defer.
She said 5, 7,
Let's see.
And now 10.
and 10.
And send them.
I think 8 is important because 4th of July is right upon us.
I second the amended motion to defer 5, 7, 8, and 10.
5,
7, 8, and 10.
Discussion. Right, so all in favor of amending the motion,
Aye.
defer 5, 7, 8, and 10.
Aye.
Any nays? Hearing none, the motion passes unanimously. Items 5, 7, 8, and 10 have been deferred to the next meeting.
6, C, 5, 7, 8, 10, right?
Yes, 16.
6 and 5 and
5, 7, 8, and 10.
Correct.
they were already done. Okay, let's start with, review and approval of minutes.
These are the revised minutes from the previous minutes, right, Felicia?
Revised.
These are the revised February.
Right.
minutes
Revised and
That is
amended.
good, thank you.
On top of the,
No, I didn't give them the account.
yes.
I have 2 pages.
That's revised to eight.
Yours is.
From today's
Oh,
agenda. Today's
not
agenda.
coming in. Okay, so. So are we looking at January 11th on the backside of the agenda? Or are we looking at the minutes revised over here? Which one should we be looking at?
So there's the January minutes that have already been revised. And then in the complete stitch one, there's February minutes, but you can ignore those because I've attached February revised minutes separately. So.
I don't have the revised.
And I don't have revised, it doesn't say revised, it's, yeah.
It's right.
I think,
Right.
behind the agenda,
Today's agenda.
behind today's agenda. It says minutes revised.
That's
Right.
That's January, not February.
No, that's January. It's okay. I wasn't. We revised a lot to you.
So
Right, because,
the only one that's,
there was an issue with the ones that I created. I misspelled Esther's name, but most importantly, yeah, most importantly, IO caught on to our motions on the back. We were talking over each other. Items on page 4 in I, budget allocation, A and B, she put it in green for us. Because, Esther had made a motion to allocate the funds, but I had put 4th of July, but it actually was from concerts. So I had like put the right amount, but the wrong.
line
item. Line item. So that's why she pointed it out, so.
When she says in green, I think the green is my copy that I gave
Oh.
her, so it might be,
Sorry.
it's going to be.
It's the last
budget.
paragraph on page 4 of the revised, meeting dates for 2/8. So where it says budget allocation to deal with deficit,
Yeah, I think I saw.
right, it should read Esther moved to move, 2,189.50 from 4th of July to sponsor concert on the fairway. The seconded motion passed by. majority vote.
No, it's
No,
It's an additional one. It's on page 4 of Yeah. The ones you have attached to the agenda are the old ones.
Before 11.
It reads differently because.
It's a 2 pages, not that one.
Here you
It's a 2 pages. You should
Yes,
have.
this is.
Here you go, it's this one.
That this is the revised one that I had to make a change.
I have a last copy.
Yes, guys, that is the same thing, but there's 2 sets of page numbers on them. On the packet that's.
Yeah, that's 4 and 11, yeah, but it's 11. Okay, so what were you saying that, move 2,189.50 from the 4th of July?
Correct.
You were saying?
Yeah.
the concert on the fairway.
Okay.
So that's okay, right?
Yes, because she corrected that part. And then it was the other item was on B. Esther moved to move 1,023.31 from concerts to Hispanic Heritage Month.
Okay.
So that has to be corrected.
Reviewing the minutes from February, not, so that.
The February, that's the February.
Okay.
That's all
Now we're
February.
looking at that.
So the minutes from January, so they okay?
The only thing in January that I see that just kind of jumped out at me was that it said. We made on page 7, it said Felicia made a motion to approve an Art Basel event in the town sponsored by the CAC, seconded by Esther, and unanimously approved. I thought it was the opposite.
No, it
That's-
was approved.
It was approved.
It
The
was
one
approved.
we did not approve was the one in February, requested to do like a monthly exhibit.
Yeah. But this one was a.
This is, so that means it'll happen in,
Actually, it's for, okay. If we're using that.
oh, we're using, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Online on page 9. E5, E5.
E5,
Esther sponsoring 100, Charles sponsoring 100, Z donating soda for blah, blah, blah. Can we have for the Black History event, not necessarily for the Black?
Black history.
That was.
Black history month.
Black History Month, yeah.
The scrivener's error.
Oh, yeah, it's.
So, yeah,
For the Black history month.
For the donations, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, we need to be specific about it.
No, for the Black.
Anything else?
On the new business, F. Page 10. Art in the park, you must be involved in all events dealing with art, must be brought to council attention. Second, with passionate, all in favor. And then right underneath it says CAC paid for cabinet, Alicia to talk to commissioner.
Oh,
But-
yes.
Right,
oh,
but
yeah.
is that what Art in the Park is about the cabinet or?
We
talked
go
about
into that, we sort of like flew into that conversation.
Oh, yeah, so we're gonna.
Yeah, but we talked about arts in the park and then I mentioned about the cabinet, which that's why I have the pictures.
Yeah.
But Art in the Park doesn't have a cabinet, but I'm not familiar. Okay.
Two different things.
And it's cold.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now I got it.
Thank you.
A lot to read.
Meetings, a lot.
Oh, I'm sorry, one more, 11. IB. I think it's just one that you just corrected. Or no?
Yes, from the revised one.
Yeah, from 4th July to History Month is what I see, but was it
Take
Black
off.
History? Was it?
Hispanic, no? Is it
Hispanic Heritage Month.
Hispanic, not History Month, it's a Hispanic, right?
Yeah, I'm, that's what I'm
American
asking.
history, Hispanic, American.
Yeah. Mine says Hispanic.
Right, page
Oh,
11 of the unrevised is gonna be page 4 of the separate packet.
Yeah, it's 11.
Yeah.
All right, perfect.
So you just have to worry about
Hispanic
the
heritage.
separate packet.
It's right though, right?
Yeah, it's Hispanic heritage.
So yeah, that's why it's on the revised.
Right, yes, that's why, it was
Okay.
revised.
Right.
Got it. It was a lot to read.
All right, so the corrections are on second page, number 5, include Black history. Correct the Councilman Pojaso's last name. And that's it for the February one. I don't need to. I make a motion to approve the revised minutes for February.
secretary, you can
Oh, I can't. After all that work.
I'll make a motion to approve the February minutes and January, February together.
I second the motion to approve as amended to January and February minutes. Good job, Trinette.
Thank you.
Yeah. Elsie, you don't miss it, do you?
It was a lot of work.
Not at all. Very relaxed.
You said it, that it's a lot of work.
It's like a- No, you know what it was? It was a long meeting, so when you have to
Yeah.
review the minutes, like to see if you missed anything, like the video, you gotta sit 2 hours and watch. Yeah. Oh, one more comment, when we're doing the
You have to-
minutes.
wait.
Yeah,
Oh.
all right.
Oh,
When you guys are making a motion or you're talking, in the video, you can't hear like who's talking, so sometimes if I'm here, you can't see who's doing it. So just, say your name, I motion, and then like that, your name, and like that, we know who it is. So it was a little hard sometimes
It
to
is.
find out If it was Madden and review, whoever's sitting over there.
It is, you know.
So we also
That's
told her
why we
something.
went over
We
the-
also told her that she doesn't have to do verbatim minutes, that she can do action minutes, and Felicia explained it to her, because Felicia was a secretary for many, many, many,
Yes,
many
she
years.
was too. Yeah,
Wearing many hats.
yeah.
Shoes.
The main thing are the motions. They have to be documented. Yeah.
All right, so for the votes, all in favor? Any nays? Motion to approve the minutes for January and February passes unanimously.
Old business. Subcommittee chairs and participant selection in your package. You have
Page 12. Right, 12? Page 12?
Yes.
Thanks, well,
yes. There's a list of, subcommittees, and I'm separating them by category. In the arts, you see, we're posting the red, music, literary arts, and special events. We have a lot of the special events.
Yeah.
We need to get the chair for art exhibits. Chair, co-chair. I want to make sure that everybody gets a fair chance to chair a committee. You have a passion about a topic, please. chair a committee, and commit yourself to it. Because we don't want to, at the last moment, lose a chair. And then we run around to find someone to take care of that. For Earth Day, I'm basically chairing. For our class, so anybody wants to do the art subcommittee?
but when you're saying the
Yeah,
arts,
yeah.
it's gonna include all of this, it's gonna include Earth Day, Art Basel, paint a picture for mom,
No,
all of
any
it
picture from another.
is separate, okay,
But they fall into that category.
okay. This will be under the arts. Art Basel and Earth Day.
Anybody?
Who's good in the arts?
I would like to volunteer, but
Not fair.
Okay, volunteer will be done. Okay, I can share that.
Which one?
The arts.
Yeah.
So that means,
The art exhibit, which includes Earth Day, art, all the art exhibits.
that includes paint a picture.
No, that's the next.
That's the
This one. That's Earth Day and Art Basel. Okay.
That's the art.
We still need volunteers for Earth Day.
Volunteer for Earth Day?
We're gonna combine,
Welcome.
let's combine both Earth Day and Art Basel,
Yes.
and I'll volunteer for that. And help out with that, yeah.
Anybody else wants to volunteer?
Do we have a date for that?
Did you put me down?
Well, Earth Day is always in April,
Well,
and Art Basel is usually in January.
Without
Okay,
date, it's hard to
second.
volunteer anything.
Earth Day,
Do you think we should just do the chairs and then we come back with the
Yeah,
volunteers?
discussion.
Because a lot of
Become closer. As it comes.
In reality, everybody in the committee needs
We're all
to help in all
volunteers.
these events.
Right.
That's
Okay.
it, you know?
next will be paint a picture for mom.
And then I'll be happy to share, right? It's on it for a few years now.
All of us volunteer.
Yeah,
I can co-chair you.
it's just a simple event. Not a big-
Okay.
So hold on, paint a picture for mom. Elsa.
Start sharing it.
Sometimes you don't need a co-chair.
No, yeah, because when they're simple like that,
So just Elsa chair.
Okay.
and then volunteers, everybody.
Symphony.
Yeah. And that's always held in May, before Mother's Day.
Okay. Next event. Will be
Symphony of the Americas.
Symphony of the Americas and Harris General.
For music, I don't mind volunteering or co-chair.
You wanna co-chair that one?
The symphony, yeah, this would be great for that.
You wanna chair it?
I would like to like observe first.
Oh, okay.
but-
Okay, so then co-chair.
Yeah, you can be co-chair. Yeah, so that way she's.
Turn. ER at the end.
Take you on.
Oh,
Okay.
Jazz in the Park.
No, Symphony
Next.
America.
No, I
Oh,
like-
Yeah.
Almost.
But I did is I took budget, the list that has the nomenclature that have in the budget, so we have the same.
The name, yeah, the same name as the house.
Jazz in the
Jazz in
Park.
the park, I think,
I would do that.
Oh,
And,
co-chair.
Lance and I.
Okay, so Charles is the chair and
The
co-chair.
yeah, because you have music. Okay, next, literary arts, what's your love story?
I can share that.
Mhm.
Are we gonna do that again?
Yeah.
Stop it.
Got a nice write-up. Got the whole page.
Yeah, no, I haven't.
Which
They haven't updated the link. I wanted
I
to.
haven't looked. You missed me getting the free gift cards, huh?
No lunch out with the Elsa,
I
forget
know,
it. That was
I
my
know.
motivation.
The book talk lecture.
Book talk lecture,
Oh,
Elsa
Yeah,
and
Elsa and
Susan.
Yeah.
Suzanne.
Suzanne.
okay, who shares it?
Elsa.
let's do
Book
one
talk.
chair and I'll co-chair.
Okay, so now volunteer and co-chair.
Great.
I'll volunteer for that.
Okay.
That, who said that?
Z.
Z.
All in one.
Suzanne will be the chair. Also the coach.
I'll share the holiday kids reading. That's for Christmas, right?
That's a Christmas.
I have to like that.
That's
All right, so Esther,
Charles.
chair and then co-chair.
Thank you, Charles.
Start again.
Who's gonna chair Esther?
Esther
Co-chair,
and Charles.
Charles.
Holiday kids book reading.
Black History Month, special events.
I chair that one.
I will co-chair with Charles.
Chair, Charles, and then Z, you co-chair.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Women of the station. Who wants to chair that one?
You guys are so deep.
Next,
You can run.
that the swimming's.
Next year, you can watch this year what we do.
So Madeline,
Madeline, you want to chair?
Madeline, yes.
you co-chairs.
I need a co-chair.
I'll co-chair with you, man.
Thank you.
Father's Day fishing tournament.
Ooh.
Who's got?
Co-chair?
Yeah.
Renee, let's chair.
Sarah.
I'll chair with you.
Alicia wants to
Yeah.
co-chair.
Yeah, Felicia has all the confidence.
Want to volunteer?
It's hot.
It's a question.
Summer hours.
You'll never get to fish that.
Outside.
No, we go for me. Okay, Pride event, who wants to chair that? 'Cause
I'll
other
chair.
than like a bunch of them.
I will chair, and
Esther,
Charles is
chair.
gonna co-chair.
Charles.
Juneteenth.
Can we three chairs?
Are we gonna have to?
Co-chair.
I think, I'd like to make a comment about June too. We have 3 events in June.
I know,
I think it's just too much.
it's a lot.
Okay.
I would like to pass that one out.
The
For
first of
this year.
next year.
Yeah.
I
and
second the
that.
motion.
I second it, yeah. I
Thank
agree.
you.
The first.
No, we want to cancel it for this year, and it was seconded by Elsa.
For this year or
Okay,
next? This is next year.
Motion.
Well, we-
Yes.
Who made the motion?
This year.
Yes, okay, so Charles is making a motion
Was seconded by Elsa.
To delete the Juneteenth.
from this year.
celebration.
Yes.
Last year was exhausting.
Yes.
Fishing and this on the same day was a lot.
Too much.
For 2020,
22, 23.
It was seconded by Elsa.
because we have multiple events in June.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? Hearing none, motion passes unanimously.
Okay, next one is July 4th.
That really, you should do it as a chair
Yeah,
and everybody
Neil-
has to be
Neil
involved.
used to do
Neil
it.
used to do it, right? So you do it as a chair, but everybody has to be involved.
Right, everybody's a coach.
Exactly.
Everybody has.
The town really helps you out on that. so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
They
your
organize it.
town.
yeah.
Yeah, Neil used to do it. Okay, the last one is Hispanic Heritage Month on events. Who wants to check that one? Hispanic Heritage Month.
I'll be happy to share that.
Council?
I'll go share with also.
I can volunteer to that too.
Okay.
Hold on a second. So Herbie volunteer, also chair and Z.
Go check. Okay, let's review it real quick, and we can move on to the next one. Okay, Art Civics, including Art Basel and Jose, Felicia Chair, Elsa Co-Chair, which is also volunteer, and Ernest gonna volunteer. Painted Picture for Mom, Elsa, and Natalie is gonna volunteer with the rest of the CSA. Chamber Music, Symphony of the Americas, Felicia Chair, Elizabeth Co-Chair. Jazz in the Park, Charles, Chair, Elizabeth, Co-Chair. Literary Arts, Watching Love Story, Madeline, Chair, and Co-Chair.
None.
Yeah, there's no need for to share that.
Book Talk Series, Chair Suzanne, Co-Chair Elsa,
And Z.
and Volunteer Z. Holiday Book Reading, Chair Esther, Co-Chair Charles, and Volunteers, let's see. Where is it? That's in front of me.
That's an
And
easy
that's-
one.
We always get, education advisory board.
Yeah.
For special events, Black History Month, Charles, Chair, Z, Co-Chair. Women's of Distinction, Madeline, Chair, Co-Chair Z. Palace Fishing Tournament, Renee, Chair, Felicia, Co-Chair. Pride Event, Esther Chair, Charles Co-Chair. Juneteenth celebration was the leader of the virtual next year. July 4th, Felicia Chair, and anybody else in the co-chair. Hispanic Heritage Month, Chair Elsa, Co-Chair Z, and volunteer.
I volunteer, Ernie and everybody else that I'll bring in.
There should have been behind this, and then a banner in the back. No, that's a calendar which we can check. the
Oh,
dates.
yeah, there's another one.
There's one that is. in-
Yeah, this one.
I'm proposing some administrative subcommittees. I think they're important. And I put them in order of importance.
It's on page 20.
Page 20.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I didn't see it. It should have been with this attached.
Next to the top.
Next to the top. First one, real quick, is, you can read it, is the CSC publicity. We need to collaborate with the town to make sure that all press releases, flyer, posters, social media, we can coordinate with her, and so everything is on time, the information is accurate, and it's done in a timely manner. So we need a chair for that one.
Hold on a second, please. Are you making a motion to have
No,
additional?
let's describe each one and then, you can.
No.
Okay,
To
let's
the
wait
chair,
first.
to the chair. This is
I'm
not a
confused.
part of the agenda, and it's something you're proposing, and you did not add it to the
No,
agenda.
it is part of it,
Right, that's my
Where-
question. Are you proposing to
where is
create
it?
a subcommittee?
yes.
So there's a motion.
So we
We're
went
still in
straight to
old
new
business.
business.
You
No,
haven't finished your
not in
business.
business. That's the last one. You look at the agenda,
It's right here.
there's an asterisk,
Subcommittee, C,
participants.
6A. 6A, no?
Wait, hold on. No, she's
Oh,
right.
that's a different, okay.
Felicia, I think you are on,
Subcommittee chair, no.
yes, you're over here. We're on
I'm-
7.
I'm-
8.
I'm-
No, go up, 6, 8.
You see the asterisk, I'm putting it as new business, but at the same time, we need to do the elections all at once, so we don't have. Going back.
But we're doing it backwards because we have to On new business, we have to say we want to do the subcommittee first before we assign people. So we can
Okay, you
move,
wanna leave it for later?
I'll make the motion on 6 old business. A, to move participation in selections,
Because it's already there.
to join it with 7A.
Right,
Okay, new business.
yeah, the new business, put it under new business.
Okay.
The new business.
So that's my motion.
Second,
Okay.
Madeline second.
Okay,
Any
so-
discussion?
No.
So that's gonna
All in
be
favor?
7A then.
Yes, move 6A, the participants, all the way down to 7A. All in favor? Any nays? Motion passes unanimously.
Okay, so continue with the old business.
Business,
Chinese report.
budget report.
Just to let you know that now that we have the revision of the Hispanic Cultural Affairs event is fully funded. However, the concert of the fairway still is $960. And if you remember at the last meeting, we did get funding for the corral. So we did not have to put in our own funds, so we may have extra funding to cover the shortage. And, I'll set on Monday not to move any more money until we know how much of the sponsorship money came in, okay? So we're all covered except for the $960.
Can we cover that with the Juneteenth money that's allotted and since we're not using it?
But she just said,
Don't move it.
we're not gonna move anything until. No, but, I agree because we aren't gonna have the
Yeah.
Juneteenth, so I propose that we cover the concert on the fairways with the Juneteenth, and then we're fully funded without overages in the budget.
Exactly.
Oh, that's really good.
And I second that.
Also second.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It was Z's idea though. Any discussion?
Yeah.
Discussion?
Good job, Dee.
All in favor?
Yeah.
Any nays? Hearing none, the motion passes unanimously to move the fund from Juneteenth to cover our 960 report.
And I'd like to mention that the Mr. Suspense are those T-shirts, and I believe that the town should solicit with the vendor that we should not have to pay for T-shirts that were extra large for men, when we are all women on this committee that are very small. So I'll be sending in a memo to the town manager. Well, exactly.
I was informed that there was gonna be no refund for it.
Yeah.
She sent an email.
Yes, I
Yes.
understand that, but
Okay.
to be fair, I think that it's still something that we should not be responsible for. You don't order men's shirts for women. That's just, I mean, we don't need to micromanage people, do we? Just say, I'm a woman, order a shirt that's a woman's shirt. You know, do I need to make that explicit to someone when we're ordering shirts?
No, you don't, and the vendor has been a long-standing vendor of the
Yes.
town, and he should
Many,
be
many
able to
kinds of
eat the
shirts.
$303.
So we're gonna pursue it
Yes.
rather than just pay it.
So what happened? The T-shirts are men.
Yes,
women.
they're all men's.
They were yours.
The jerseys.
Huge.
Yeah. I wonder if the ones we have are men.
All the full shirt.
No?
How-
They used to be women.
I forgot to mention for the reallocation of funds issue. It is in the March agenda now for council, so somebody has to go up and present that reallocation of funds to council next week.
This one, the Juneteenth, moving it
Because
to take
it's
care of
over-
the
because it's
deficit.
over 7.
More than seven.
The event is canceled, so the funding is there.
Yeah, but I just learned this at the previous meeting. Anything that we're moving more than
I
700.
know that, but that's why we
But-
have a chair.
Yes, I had to sign some papers.
Don't we have to go for Pride anyways?
And
No, that's April,
That's different.
but Alicia will be there in March.
yes, it's just gonna be a presentation for the 3100 from the concert in the fairway and the 1023 for Hispanic heritage. And that's gonna be you, Felicia, for that?
With the concert on the fairway, we did that back in February.
Now, what happened with that money? I mean, we did not get
It was
any
a rain out
credit
again.
from the artist because she didn't perform the whole night.
There was no rain out there. She didn't perform at all.
She didn't perform.
You know
She
what?
performed one-
Too soon.
It was a real thunderstorm.
And is there anything in the contract or agreement or anything that we,
No, 'cause they
because
gotta
of weather?
Gotta pay it.
They gotta pay her because they have to bring everybody out.
They still showed up, they still attempted.
Right.
The contract should maybe say something to the effect of,
Of the weather,
due to weather, but
yeah.
we did not do that. I don't think.
They used to.
Didn't she say she'd come again for free or something?
You said.
I don't think for free.
Not
Yeah.
for free.
I think there was some discussion. Back. And
Not for
make up
free.
for it, but I don't
Not
know.
for free, but she gave us like half of her price, right, Sean?
Okay.
Like she charges like 12 grand or more, she did it for free.
Have to be indoors, probably.
Yeah.
We,
Yeah.
Elsa, we
When we,
brought that
when
up.
we get to that,
Yeah, well, we get to it.
Just
Yeah,
so-
okay, let's keep going.
Just so we're, so
Alicia will be there.
the 1023 for Hispanic Heritage, that motion's fine because that was from the
Yeah.
revised minutes. Now, the only thing is, I think there has to be another motion for that 3,000. So,
We already made that motion in the minutes and it said we had approved. That was already in the minutes.
Yeah, everything's been made, approved, we just need to share.
Yes, we already did that. We were just short 900 and
On page 11, budget, item I, move 2189.50 from what, 11,000 for July, and then move the 1,023.
On page 4 of revised
Right.
11.
Right.
We already moved all the funds last meeting, we just need like to get the.
right, it's just
We were just short
You guys have-
$960
right, and
for this concert on the fairway, which we're gonna use the June 10th to
yeah,
fund it. And that's the only thing that Felicia has to worry
okay.
about.
But you guys are gonna use the Juneteenth money for that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just did that motion.
you mustn't sign.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the end of the treasury report.
Yes, that's the end.
The
Thank
treasury
you.
report?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Black History, first of all, I want to thank all the members that came. It was a great event. We did a lot of extra publicity, this time, and that may be one of the things we need. We need to go through all the different mediums, Facebook, Instagram, call the artists, call the schools, call the organization. Because unfortunately, we are kind of graded about who shows up. It doesn't matter how great the event is if we don't have anybody to see it, but we had a very nice packed house. I actually called the alumni fair president and she sent it out to all of the members of the Florida Memorial University alumni group.
Yeah, that's.
And a lot of them showed up. I also asked Dr. Johnson to bring some students, and it was at least 35 or 40 students showed up, which is more than we've ever had. So I said we had a very nice crowd. They performed superbly, and I think everybody was there, really kind of enjoyed it. I asked her about the video. She said they went on into the first week of March, and soon as they finished with the first week of March, they're gonna get back to us and send us the video. She said, I think, it's supposed to stop on the 28th, but they're trying to go to Tallahassee, and they were about $4,000 or $5,000 short. So they did some extra concert for the first 2 or 3 days of March to try to make up for that money. So she said, as soon as they finish that, they'll send us the video. So thanks again to everybody for.
Yeah, we had 61 total, not including, from the chorale or the staff of the church.
Right.
So that was 61 just in attendance from separate from the chorale or the church staff. So that's excellent, much better than last year.
I'd like to add something that we had,
Oh,
I got the money. I left it
Yeah.
at home, $63. in donation.
Donation?
Yeah,
Okay.
$63.
And
So put it on the minutes that we have, I'm gonna bring it over for hours.
I wanted to let you know that the church hasn't sent us the invoice yet.
Yeah, she told us.
Yeah,
So, okay.
yeah, I talked to her the other day. They don't send it, they don't pay it.
Really?
Very soon.
It's all the fun.
Don't call them down.
So I spoke to Jamila. And she said, yeah, I'll send it, and then I copied him in the email.
We're gonna run it down. Police.
Down for a bill.
Oh,
We've
they're
been
the
doing
same,
this for 15 years.
the same glass. They're the same.
Okay, that's it for Black History.
So one last question. The picture that the gentleman took of us, or the committee members. of-
Yeah, all that's coming. All that's coming at the same time.
Plus the video,
Right,
the full video of the council.
yeah.
Plus. Okay, yeah, because we want to. Special that. Okay, next one, women of distinction update. Who wants to give an update?
Update or we're gonna vote?
I think we need to,
Yeah, we're gonna vote.
then we can
Vote
ask to
what?
order our plaques and everything else. We have our submissions right
Oh,
here.
that's right.
Right, I think there was discussion on the redactions versus having them non-redacted. And I think I wanted you guys to, decide by vote. Should you read them?
I
with the
motion to
names?
redact.
Wait, wait.
But the problem is
what
that
are
we
you
already
saying?
have some that we can see the name.
What are you
Yeah,
saying?
some of them left the names on there.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, especially for the people who work for the city, their names on.
Yeah, I think because we already see some of the names, we should just do this year, see all of the names.
I think we need to see all the names, because it happened to me a couple of years ago that my niece was nominated under education, and I had no idea that she was being nominated, and I abstained from voting because it was a conflict, because she was a family member. And we cannot do that unless we see the names. We've always seen the name, and we've never had any problem with that.
We need the names for the.
We need the name.
I think we,
We redacted for the love story.
No, but that's different.
I
This
think we need
this
to
is a
redact.
formal thing.
I make a
This is an
motion to
award.
redact, just like we did with the love story.
No, I mean.
She make her-
And I'm making another motion.
That
Okay,
is-
so Esther has a motion on the table to redact the names from the, what do you call
Or
it?
whatever.
Women of
happens.
distinction
awards.
No,
Submissions.
not
No,
submission.
but we're talking about women, let's concentrate on women.
I know, but do people realize of any in the committee? We have some new people here in the committee. They don't realize that we have to look at all those nominations.
I thought we were gonna
I'm
follow
sorry.
Robert rules and have a motion.
Yeah,
and
there's a
second.
motion on the table. Is there a second on a motion, Esther's motion to redact the candidates that applied for women of distinction?
I second the motion.
Okay, so Z has seconded the motion. Discussion.
And the discussion is that we really need to see who it is in case we have a conflict with the person that's being nominated. As simple as that.
Z. So, any more
I mean, it's
discussion?
been always very fair and everything has been done very properly throughout the years. We've never had any problem with the names being listed with the nomination.
I think the names on the nominations is a little bit of an issue, especially with some of the people that actually work for the town that solve issues or have to deal with money or are friends with other people. And I think that in itself is a conflict of interest, but that's just my opinion.
But they've always been nominated. There's a lot of people from the town that were nominated and the names was on the big, Gina was there. Ashley Shepherd was there. And there were people in the same. Yeah, but I'm saying that we've done it before with people from the town.
And I just wanted to bring one more point in the discussion section, not to take sides of either way. Of course, we're gonna have a vote. But we redacted when I saw the applications, I was able to read some of the names. So my thing is, if we were able to read some of the names, at least for this time around, we should be able to read all of the names, because if we're gonna redact, we need to redact everybody's name. We can't just have some and then the others not.
And who made the mistake of not redacting all of them?
Well, it doesn't matter, I mean,
But
the
it's
names
there,
were not,
it's
it's
there,
there, like, we already
it's
saw the names, so I don't think it's fair for me to be able to see some of the names and not the other ones. But I do understand why we should redact, and because I would vote probably to redact. But this time around, because we already saw some of the names, I don't think it's fair not to see all of them.
Yeah, really.
And one of the person was a town person that we were able to see her name.
Mhm.
And that's end of discussion, that's my discussion, any more discussion?
So are we gonna, do we have a subcommittee?
That's the problem. We don't have a,
We don't
we don't
We
even
have a subcommittee, last time, I think the subcommittee looked at the names.
right?
They put the people in a
Oh,
category and then
Exactly,
they presented it to us.
exactly.
You know, in education, we chose Susie Johnson.
Mhm.
So I think
In art,
the next
we
one we
chose
probably
so-and-so.
should have.
Because
a subcommittee
when you're
for
doing
that.
this tonight, You're gonna be here hour.
Yeah, so for tonight, right, for tonight, should we redact or not redact? That's the vote on the table. So, any more discussion? No? Alright, so we're gonna vote in favor of redacting the names from the applications that we have for women of distinction. All in favor, raise your hand. We have 1, 2, 3, 4.
No. Five, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6, okay, so we have 6 in favor. Against redaction for tonight, we have 4. Okay, so the motion passes by majority of 6 votes. To redact,
So he's gonna scribble out the names.
right, so they're gonna give us
I don't-
applications that are.
Do you know which one? Because I'm going to.
Carousel.
It was only one.
Only one.
So can we go to the next item?
We call Dawn on education.
Yeah, there's
Very Dawn.
Redact.
Okay.
Maybe when you see it
I
next
didn't
time,
see
you
the
won't, you won't.
Okay, but we need to, but we need to vote.
Yeah.
I don't know what the
Okay
secrecy
with
is
that.
all about, because we've always done.
Okay, so we need to give them some time to redact. Can we go to the next item?
Yeah, sure.
But let me ask you, are you gonna try to vote tonight?
Yes.
On all the
There's
time?
only-
I don't copy that's not redacted. We all have copies.
Because there's only 1 or 2 submissions for each category. It's not gonna be a big deal. There's like 2 people. Sometimes there's only 1 person per category.
Can we just go with the ones we already saw, because everybody had them on the. email?
They're,
Let's go with it.
just leave it as is,
Leave it
whatever
as
it
is,
is, leave it
because
as
I think
is.
That's future.
In the future, we should just.
I think we should do like a
subcommittee.
subcommittee, yes, to come and calmly look at this thing.
Well,
But not for this year.
All right,
But
so,
now we have time.
It's the 25th.
no, not for this time, no, we have to vote today. Because we have,
Because we would not have another time to. present it
to
to
meet
them.
it, yeah.
Yeah, but we
And
don't.
since
know
we
how
already
much it-
received
there's
these,
not
let's just
time to
use
do it.
these. I'm sorry. Let's just use these.
Yes.
I've already seen them.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't not see.
We can't
Even
undo what we
before,
already
yeah.
Okay, let's pass them out and
Do you
let's
have a
go.
copy for everybody?
For everybody.
There's not a copy for each person, there's 1 copy for every nominee.
I have one. All right, so. Addition.
Can we-
Do we have nominations for all the categories?
Let's go with
Do we have-
education.
Okay,
Start somewhere.
Let's start, what are the categories? And then we go down the list of the categories.
Now, remember, if anybody in the committee was nominated, then that person needs to step out when we
If you don't
vote.
mind.
We don't know, because we don't know the names.
Okay, let's go. Categories.
Wait.
But let's-
By category, the first one is what?
If anybody in the committee was.
That's what we're-
I just saw my name.
Huh?
I just saw my name.
But that's it, we don't know.
didn't know you were
We
nominated.
didn't know
I didn't know it. I just saw it.
What do you mean?
I just, well, because I don't know this. What
Right, can
categories
we-
are there?
Can we have a listing of the candidates?
The categories is at the bottom.
Yeah.
There's only 2 for educate. Wait, hold on a second.
Okay,
Okay, we don't
at our
have
last meeting, we voted to allow a member to be nominated. Do we have to do that for this too?
No,
They can be nominated, but.
The members can nominate
but they
and
have
then
to
they can
step up.
also win awards, but
Right.
but the one who's gonna get the award cannot vote for themselves.
If
Exactly.
you were nominated, you have to.
Here we
step
go,
up.
arts.
Right.
Who do we have for arts? We need to, so arts, who do we have?
So
We have arts, business, community,
Right.
education.
We're gonna start with art.
health.
Let's
Yeah.
get
we-
arts.
something's over the thing.
There's only one for arts.
There's only one
according to
for arts, so it looks like.
There's only one for arts. Is it the same person?
She sent it on.
It looks like it is.
It's the same person.
No,
This is saying,
there's 2 people for art.
It's the same people? No, it's the same person because she put A and A.
Look at the
No,
last page,
there's a
there's a
B.
B.
Oh, there's a A, B. Okay, so it's 2 everybody.
2 for art. Okay, I'll read A, you read B. Here we
Okay.
go. This is person A for art. I hope you accept this nomination for blank. Students are senior citizens mostly. Most of them do not have an email or can't do an email. Sending text to them is a challenge. If they had a form to fill out, each one would do so gladly on behalf of blank. She's an exceptional teacher. She sits in the lesson plan, comes in prepared, not just there to fix your mistakes. We even went on outings to museums. It's been a pleasure. She's so kind and patient. She goes around the room and helps everyone individually. Thank you for your time. I tried to contact her students, and only one responded to a text. She's so deserving of this honor. Thank you. Okay, that's A.
And that person received 3 nominations.
And she received 3
Check
different
Qualifications too.
paragraphs saying about her dedication to her classes.
So you're gonna read the second one?
Is she a resident and she works in Miami Lakes? Well, you have to be a resident or you have to work in Miami.
Well,
Lakes.
I think they
That's all
clarified
part of
that,
the
they should clarify
That
that.
was all
Okay.
part of the submission.
And I think we also need to know that that person did not win an award beforehand, too.
I think I also said that nobody has.
I think they took some one person out.
Oh, okay, so let's read B.
That's the reason we need to know.
This
who
is
it is.
arts, right?
This is art.
Yes, B, I nominate Ms. B for the arts category for the 2023 Women of Distinction Awards. Because she is not only a talented graphic artist and sculptor, but also because of her efforts and involvement in helping research and display the archaeological artifacts from Madden Hammock Ceremonial Mound in Miami Lakes. This historical landmark was designated as an archaeological site by the Miami-Dade Historic Preservation Board in 2006. In her own words, she described how the project was undertaken to create an updated archive cabinet of artifacts for Madden Hammock. This was both a research and collaborative project in former county archaeologist Bob Carr. Growing up by Madden Hammock in the Royal Oaks neighborhood, she was always drawn to the landmark. As a child, collecting rocks and watching the sunset there, she had her own personal renaissance with this special place. Since 2015, she delved into archaeological research about the site, going into multiple archives in Miami-Dade County libraries, working on excavations throughout Miami-Dade, as well as expanding to other regions such as Cuba and Mexico, gathering a more holistic understanding of the geographical underlay of the networks of sacred grounds and its connection with both the Tequesta and the Seminoles. Her bio, B, 1991, Miami, Florida, is a visual art based in New York and Miami. B graduated from Columbia University with her MFA in sculpture. Graduating. She continued her art practice in Miami, working with archaeologists in conducting an intimate investigation of South Florida's relationship to the tropics and the Latin American landscape, bringing an understanding of past traditions in the Americas and its environmental history. Aleman crafts, there's the name, Aleman crafts her own sanctified installation as defied monuments and memorials. Blank has recently shown new work with the Wave Hill Project Space in Young Arts. She was recently commissioned for a public work by the New York Botanical Garden. B has exhibited in a group shows at the Smithsonian, American Art Museum, Upstate Art Weekend, among other venues. She has participated as an artist in residence of Fountainhead, Bronx Museum, IAM Fellowship, Art and Research Center at ICA Miami, and has received numerous awards, including the Elizabeth Greenfield Foundation Fellowship, New York Foundation for the Arts City Artist Corp Grant, Miami-Dade Art in Public Places Artist Access Grant, and is U.S. Presidential Scholar alumna. The end.
I make a motion to award Priscilla Alamani the Woman of Distinction in the Arts category.
And I second
Can we just like vote as opposed to motion? Because we only have 2. Like we did for the,
But you don't know if there's another.
was only A and B.
Okay.
it.
now
Okay,
let's
so
make
now you
it-
say everybody for
Right,
A,
for
or
A.
everybody for B?
Right, because it's faster, I think.
Yeah.
That's what we did with the love.
How many for A?
For
How
A,
many for A?
raise your hand. 2 for A,
No, it's B, that was B,
and for B,
B.
okay, B went by majority.
Priscilla Alamon.
Then
Next is business category.
Here you go.
Just one person?
Just one person.
Oh,
Everybody else, but read it so we can see.
But I think we should still read it because we
Yeah.
don't have anything. I think we dropped the value of the award and we just give it out.
Well, let's see, but just 3 nominations for the same person. We're gonna read all 3 or one?
No, just read person.
But it's based on merit.
Yes.
But I'm gonna put them here.
Her name is there. I'm just talking. She's an outstanding nominee for distinctive woman in the category of business. She's a branch manager of the Miami Lakes office of Fairway Independent Mortgage. In addition, she's a phenomenal mortgage loan officer with that rare gift of making everyone she works with feel special. My clients love working with her. She's kind, patient, she's incredibly knowledgeable. She listens to the needs of her clients, assists them in securing the best possible outcome for financing their homes. Since working with Fairway, she's assisted more than 600 people with their home purchases, and many purchased in Miami Lakes. She was recently recognized as being the top 1% of loan originators in the entire country, as well as being voted Loan Officer of the Year by the South Florida Agent Magazine.
Very good.
She's a Miami Lakes resident, a mother of 3, and a wonderful friend. Thank you.
Okay, and who's that?
Nancy Aguirre.
Aguirre.
All right, sign, seal.
JT, that's JT's wife.
Yes.
Who's what?
JT Hernandez.
Oh, okay.
Next category.
Next category, community and civic affairs.
I think this, should be eliminated. It's one sentence,
We're gonna have one person?
one person, one sentence. Can I have it?
Yeah,
That's a recommendation because I did review all of them and I think for civics, that person doesn't have anything in there.
No, I agree.
But we should leave the category open because in government, you have 3 really strong candidates and I think one of them can possibly fit into.
Yeah, but I think we spoke last time, when no one is nominated for a category, we're not gonna put
I
anybody there.
recall
That's
that
it.
conversation.
Yeah,
But
because
we-
that happened last time on the government, and that was not right. If no one is nominated, then we just eliminate it. We
So
don't
then
have to have
civics,
anybody.
we
Civic
Eliminated
eliminated.
for this year.
For the
For this year.
Community and civic
This year.
affairs.
Yeah, we don't even have to mention.
No,
yeah, because it doesn't make sense
no,
just to
no,
give it out.
right.
It's just one sentence.
Can I
So
have that?
for civics, it says blank serves community above and beyond her job responsibilities. She is always ready and available to help. She's a wonderful family woman that put the needs of others ahead of everything else. That's it.
That's it, I know. I
Okay,
think that-
education.
Education, here you go.
Wait a minute,
Here you go.
under education,
Would you like to read one
How
of them?
many?
is it 3 nominees for education?
They are.
I have,
A, B, and C? Is it A, B, and C?
A, B, there are 3 nominations for education.
It doesn't say anything.
No, so
But
But
there's
there's 3
separate.
separate, but
There's
there's
three
3
separate.
separate individuals.
You have the names, so yeah, there's 3 of them.
A, B,
No,
and C then?
no, yeah,
3 names.
Yeah.
yeah, there's 3
Three
names,
names.
yes,
We're
yes,
looking at A,
Three.
B, and C.
Okay.
3 people.
A was raised in Miami Lakes since
Okay.
she was 1 year old. She attended Miami Lakes Elementary, Miami Lakes Junior High, and HML. A graduated from Barry University with a degree in early childhood and began working with young children during college. Started as a preschool teacher at KinderCare Learning Centers in 1992, and now 31 years later has been the director for over 20 years. Belongs to many early childhood associations, and at her school does a food drive, toy drive, hurricane relief drive when needed in the community. Gives so much to the children and families at her school and is there to support her community as well. Still lives in Miami Lakes, so it's very important to give back to her community.
Beautiful, that was very well written.
Okay, I have, Melissa, look like Lam, L-A-M.
No, don't say the name, she's B.
Oh, B. Okay, I thought you said Bill, okay,
B.
all right. Have lived in Miami Lakes for over 2 years and taught at Miami-Dade College since 2005. She dedicates her life to teaching students about philosophy, namely logic, critical thinking, and ethics. She is also very active in presenting during Women's History Month at the college. She is published and is quite a foodie, visiting just about all restaurants in Miami.
Okay, that doesn't make
The restaurant.
So that's the thing, like the way that they present.
That's B, okay, C?
C.
C is an outstanding teacher of Spanish at May Walters Elementary and also an outstanding homeowner at Villa Vizcaya. She is dedicated to her students, not only in teaching them Spanish, but also spends her after hours teaching children about robotics and computers. She's also very active in the Miami Lakes community, specifically at Villa Vizcaya, where she engages with all residents and homeowners.
Okay, all right.
You left us in a cliffhanger.
And
Nothing else. Votes for eight. Okay, I think she was unanimous.
Dawn Chapman, right?
So
what's
B,
her name?
Dawn Chapman.
Chapman.
Oh, Chapman.
Owner of Kinder Care, or Director of Kinder Care. I think is what you said, Director. of
okay, next category.
It is government category.
How many we have for those?
1, 2, 3.
This is government now?
Government, 3.
So we have A and B.
C, we're gonna read A.
A,
A is an outstanding nominee for distinctive women in the category of government. She began working for the town of Miami Lakes in 2012 as a coordinator of special events and committees. She worked tirelessly in the capacity as a liaison to the committee while overseeing literally hundreds of volunteers, many of them students. She organized and created some of the town's longest standing special events. In 2016, she became the community engagement and outreach manager in the communications department at the town. She spearheaded and managed the town's branding and took the town to new heights in the area of social media and digital marketing. She is currently the director of communications and community affairs. In addition, she serves as the director of the Miami Lakes Town Foundation Board. Her passion and capacity for giving back and working on behalf of the residents and community is beyond measure. She currently resides in Miami Lakes, is the mother of 2 boys, and loves baseball. She's a longtime friend and a great running partner. She also inspires me to run faster and jump higher, and is an honor to nominate her for this long overdue recognition. Thank you for your consideration.
B. Are we using names now?
No.
No,
no.
has been a resident
This
of
is B?
B.
Yes.
Okay.
B has been a resident of Miami Lakes for more than 15 years. A PACE alumni graduating in 92, she continues to reside in Miami Lakes and remains active in the town, oftentimes swearing in the Miami Lakes Bar Association, conducting the invocation at Miami Lakes Town Hall Council meetings, and always attends the local lawyer voluntary Miami Lakes Bar Association events. Judge Blank has raised her family in Miami Lakes, and her 2 beautiful children attend school and extracurricular activities within the town. The Miami Laker has featured Judge Blank for her outstanding accomplishments and as a distinguished member of our Miami Lakes community. Judge Blank was appointed to the county court bench in 2015. Since her appointment to the bench, she has served in the county civil division and domestic violence division, handling criminal domestic violence cases and civil injunction hearings. In September of 21, Judge Blank was elevated to the circuit court by the 11th Judicial Circuit of Florida. She was assigned to the Circuit Criminal Division and served in that capacity for over a year. Her current assignment as of the 31st is in the Circuit Family Division. Prior to her appointment to the bench, Judge represented the city of Miami as an assistant city attorney and held the position of division chief for the Labor and Employment Division. Judge Blank represented the city of Miami, including city officials such as the city manager, chief of police, chief of fire, city boards, and the city commission in state and federal court, binding, arbitration, and before administrative bodies such as the Public Employee Relations Commission, Division of Administrative Hearings, etc. She also served as a municipal prosecutor, drafted legislation, and represented city management and collective bargaining in all aspects of labor negotiations. Prior to joining the city of Miami, Judge Blank served as an assistant state attorney for the Miami-Dade State Attorney's Office. She represented the state of Florida, prosecuting hundreds of cases ranging from misdemeanors to violent felonies. As an assistant chief in the career criminal unit, she supervised over 20 attorneys in the area of career criminal prosecutions and jury trials to verdict. After her tenure in the state attorney's office, she joined the law firm of Blank, and Parker, where she practiced civil litigation in the state and federal court. The judge has also served as senior trial attorney for the United States Equal Employment Opportunity in the prosecution of employment discrimination cases before the Southern, Middle, and Northern District Courts of Florida.
She's an outstanding public servant.
Outstanding public servant.
And how many applications?
Everybody got one.
No, the A got two. I have two.
Do we have three? What about C?
We have one.
Now we
more.
have one for C.
P is very long. I don't know if you want to read it. It's got her resume, it's got her work experience.
I'm kind of on the number of words that we could add to the.
Yeah, there is
Next
supposedly, yes.
Because, but
It
the
does say
one,
those
for the other one as well, because they'll cut it at the newspaper, it's only 250 words when you're
Yeah.
gonna.
So just read
Read the
C,
first part.
just read C's like 3 little paragraphs.
Also, we have another one.
We don't need her work.
Just don't do the resume part.
There you go.
Please consider this my official correspondence nominating my mother, Mrs. Blank, as a woman of distinction in the government category. She has been committed, she's been a committed champion for children in Miami-Dade County for over 25 years. In her many positions with Miami-Dade County Community Action and Human Services Department, she's demonstrated remarkable skill and dedication to young children, specifically underserved children and children with disabilities throughout Miami-Dade. In her many positions held within the Miami-Dade County Community Action and Human Resource Department, formerly Community Action Agency, officially retired in 2015 as the acting chief of the Head Start Division, where she managed and led one of the largest Head Start programs in the country, 6th largest in the nation, with an operating budget in excess of $58 million a year, with over a blank Head Start, early Head Start sites, 17 Head Start, if I have to say Head Start, 111. Contracted, provided, and collaborated with several education-based stakeholders such as the Parent Policy Council, Community Action Board, and local public school administration, yada, yada, yada. And then there's no work experience.
And a whole bunch.
This is.
And a resume.
And
a
a
whole
resume.
resume.
Let's move.
Yeah, I remember reading.
For A,
Judge.
no, hold on.
No.
A is, community engagement outreach manager, communication department at the town.
The town.
The
Is
town
A.
person.
The town. The
So
town.
who's voting for A?
All in favor for A, 2, 3. 3 for A. B
Is the judge.
the judge. We have 3, 6, 7 for the judge. And C. 0 for C. The judge wins by 7.
And what's the name?
Judge
Judge
Vizcaíno.
Vizcaíno.
Diana Vizcaíno.
You know who she is also.
Diane? I didn't.
Vizcaíno.
Health services. Health services is only one. We only have one.
Which one is it?
Health
Health
services.
Oh, health, health.
Is it?
We still got
I'll read it.
Okay, James.
Health service. Well, this is calling him someone. But anyway, is the epitome of tenacity. No matter what the universe has thrown at her, she has been able to surpass any challenge and wake up a gold dust woman, shattering illusions of those who pale at her shadow. As a teenager, she suffered blow number 1 while involved in a tragic car accident. As a result, she lost her leg. You would think that would limit her in her abilities, but you would be wrong. She went to college, became a teacher, a wife, and a mom. When that was not enough of a challenge, she began her health career as a Paralympian, an exemplary athlete who would travel the world and bring home a medal. In all her success, low numbers 2 would suffice. She would be faced with the dreadful news of a younger child being diagnosed as autistic. As a health buff and a heroine she is, she would embark on yet another journey of health and education and best assist her daughter. As if the universe had a sardonic sense of humor, blow number 3 would arrive in the form of independence, as she would not celebrate another wedding anniversary. Mom, daughter, teacher, sister, Olivia wakes up every morning and resolves to dwell in happiness and live life to the fullest. That is distinct, phenomenal woman, as in all comes down to you. You are the gypsy that remains.
My only question is health services. What does she do though?
Yeah, as far as a.
I mean, she's
A
obviously,
hospital or something, you
The
know?
health education
Yes.
teacher.
okay,
Or she did.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Okay.
I do.
all right, so let's vote,
Yeah,
in favor of,
Oh, here it is.
Does it say that she's a teacher?
We only have one.
Health and
Only have one.
education.
I think she's more than qualified. I was just wondering
Yeah.
how it relates to health.
To the, yeah.
I guess it's in the other part that we don't have.
Madeline, she's a teacher?
Health service.
No.
Yes,
Oh, I don't know.
He said yes.
she is a teacher.
Health
she's
and
also another
education
PA
teacher.
and health, yeah, she teaches.
Health,
And her name is?
so we're gonna vote for her. Who's
Oh.
voting for her? How many votes? Okay,
Only
she
one
wins
person.
unanimously.
You want, okay.
What is her name?
Her name's Natalie Boulay.
Natalie, and how do you spell the last name? Oh, you have it there.
Our secretary
It's-
is that,
Yeah.
the habit doesn't go
No.
away, does it?
No.
Next is
You don't have it
humanitarian.
on the thing?
ROBIROSA.
No.
We don't have to.
Natalie.
Relay,
Boulay.
Robosa.
No,
She's
she don't-
reading. Bivelo is the second name. The last name is ROBIROSA.
It's Boulay Rovirosa.
Robosa.
Who's
Next
presenting
one.
that one?
Yeah, D.
Viva
It's
Lay.
BIEULE.
I'm nominating you right now to present that award.
Is that enrollment?
It's Boulay Rovirosa.
These are all yours, Trinette Secretary,
Thank
they're
you
right
so
here,
much.
they're right here in front of you.
Do the awards have the names on
Yeah,
Yeah.
them? We've gotta make sure we have the right spelling.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why I'm giving them Trinette.
okay.
Do you have the
Does that
name
look correct?
spelled correct?
Yes, they gave
Does
us.
that look
What's the
correct?
next one?
Next one is humanitarian.
Hold on, but who orders the award?
We're gonna give them.
Yeah,
another
correct.
now.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah, see, they have the name.
Okay.
Make sure it's the right.
Okay, here we go, humanitarian.
I mean,
We don't have.
So it's
humanitarian.
voluntary.
Okay, then none,
Volunteer.
non-applicant, non-applicant. Okay, volunteer. Start on page. Okay,
How many we have?
two.
Two?
I nominate my mother, the Woman of Distinction Award. She's a remarkable woman who's made an outstanding contribution to the community as a volunteer in her public service career. She donates and volunteers in service initiatives for children, seniors, and women. A staunch supporter and volunteer of Lotus House, a homeless shelter for women, youth, and children in the community, also known as the Children's Village. She has tutored girls in makeshift classrooms in Overtown's thrift shop and was a fixture in Miami City Hall seeking funding and support for its current shelter. If she's not dropping off donated items, you may find her in the rooftop vegetable garden with volunteers. She will tell you she's blessed and makes it a priority to ensure babies receive a welcome box with clothes, including diaper donations when babies are born. She's a selfless advocate for victims of domestic abuse and human trafficking, privately donating to Cornelius House's Project Phoenix for survivors of human trafficking. Whether it was welcome baskets or personal items, her biggest reward was the ability to donate 3 computers that provided educational opportunities for the ladies in the house. Always willing to coordinate to donate items needed, reaching out to community friends for assistance. She serves on town boards and committees and is currently a Miami Lakes Blasting Advisory Board member. She's traveled to Tallahassee. She's on the CAC. She's a member of the Zonta Club and former Miami Lakes chapter board member. She annually contributes to Free the Girls, which helps empower women to become entrepreneurs. Yes, she is constantly collecting used bras and buying new ones to ship to the women in Uganda. My mother recognizes the value of giving back to her community and is always willing to give back. She's a devoted, thank you, volunteer for the Elderly Affairs Committee, ready to assist when Mrs. Dorothy Wicks calls. When Miss Day Garcia from Giving Gators puts out a call, she's always present. She's always ready to contribute her time for back to school drives, and including the Living Souls, a shoe drive, and the Susan B. Komen organization has recognized my mother for her local fundraiser efforts for the breast cancer walk in downtown Miami. She's a survivor of many years. Oh, she deserves a Woman of Distinction Award recognition in the volunteer category for her volunteerism, selflessness, persistence, passionate advocacy for children, seniors, women, and adults.
That's A.
Okay,
B,
okay.
it's A.
And then B,
Do you wanna do it with, you pass it?
Thank you for this opportunity. My wife, Blanche, spent around 18 years volunteering at all 3 schools where our boys attend. She spent a lot of time and in a ways left the institutions better than she found them. At Bob Graham Elementary, where she was founding PTA president, she raised money that provided the Raptor computer use at the entrance that checks the background of visitors. She also started programs where the PTA sold leaves, apples, and books. Decorated the 3 and entrance to main office, also sold uniforms that created funds for computers and supplies for the teachers. She long hours at the school helping in many different activities. Volunteered at Miami Lakes Middle where she fundraised money to repair the auditorium that was in bad shape with the help of Mayor Newton at the time school board, and her fundraising activities each raised 20 to reach the amount. She also helped the teachers in different activities. She was involved in Barbara Goldman High School, where she also worked with the teachers and staff, Miss Ensa, that's still there, and the principal at the time. They too bring the school up to A level, and with the help of Perla Tavares at the school board, started the Cambridge program. Hard work and decathlon was all the schools she helped, but her volunteering didn't end at the school. She also served a committee where before it was incorporated to Miami Lakes, she collected money to help the grass and the portion of the Miami Lakes Drive, 87th Avenue to 89th, and have the wall painted 2 times. Actually, the times while running around with the boys and 5-gallon drum of paint. For the back fence in the back of Jeep, it flipped and spilled all the paint in the, okay.
I like both.
that it? That's the end?
Yeah, that's
I raised paper and wanted to remember her.
Stanley Steamer.
Recommend her. Oh.
It ends with Stanley Steamer came
Oh,
and saved
Sally
the day.
Steamer, yeah.
No.
For sure.
Oh, dear,
I
congratulations.
know.
Alan, I
Edit.
think. Oh,
Yeah,
Lord.
I know.
That's why we wanted a subcommittee.
Bueno, but now it's too
You
late.
know how
Too
much
late.
it takes to
Make
get
sure
a
when Madam
supplement
section-
Okay.
We have a,
Gotta do it.
V, go ahead.
Whenever
Never
we,
mind. Let's not remember.
we can maybe think about doing our homework before we get here.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Question.
Forever.
Okay, so for A, vote for A. We have 1, 2. Okay, so.
A gets it, because we can't write.
Unanimous.
Yeah.
All right, so A wins unanimously. What's your name?
Esther Cologne.
Whoa.
Sorry, I broke the.
Let's vote again.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
Okay, next one.
Okay, we're done with the.
Yeah, I think next time we have a subcommittee on top of that, we might have to change the question, ask questions or something, because these things don't make any sense.
No.
And the other thing, we need them to.
Not today,
Not today.
It's not on the agenda.
It's over. There you go.
So Matt, okay,
I have a few things.
yeah,
We're gonna ask you to come back.
yeah, tell her to come back.
One,
That's when she gets.
Jonathan,
let me just. The request form, there needs to be an event request form
For what?
for the event.
Who's the chair?
Distinction.
Who's the chair of Women of Distinction?
Well,
I was, but I called into believe
No, but we have a
about
new
3
one.
weeks ago.
Yeah, but I was gonna take over
so well, for this year, Suzanne, just write a little something on the. Yeah. So we get it covered.
Another is, we have to know how much money to spend per award.
So what? The money?
How much money, willing to spend on the. award.
Whatever you spent last
Zoom
year.
anyway.
Last year. We do have a vendor from last year, so.
Is he gonna charge what?
We have 3,500.
Oh, yeah. He's gonna charge the same?
I don't
We don't know.
And we're not doing it a big thing, so.
Plus, and we're making 2 less.
Okay, that's something to be discussed now then. What are we going to do? as
Yeah, we
far as-
gotta order food, we gotta order the snacks.
We have $3,500.
The awards and the.
Yeah.
And if I remember correctly, Isle says we have $700 or $900 donated from Memorial for this event.
Yeah.
So we have email on that.
Yeah, they gave money.
You gotta fill up the flyer.
Also, were you, do the chair, were you at last year's event?
Yes.
How much was it?
Now, last year's event, what we did was basically, we had the caterer, that lady that caters a lot of the events. And yeah, she
Oh,
did
the
great.
food was great.
We had a food was incredible, Maria Kramer.
Do you
have-
have,
do you
have what we did last year?
Yeah,
How much
well,
was
I
it?
don't have the
You don't have it.
specifics, she has.
Let's just duplicate it.
I think we
Can
should
we do the
duplicate.
We have the-
Yeah.
Because the reason we changed the format is because we didn't have.
If we want to, we could make the food simpler, because she did like a paella, and then she
Yeah, but
did,
she doesn't charge you for all that. She gives you a great price.
no, she gives us a great price. We pay her, but she gives us a great
And I would
price.
just suggest, as opposed to giving them a table, just let them sit wherever, because the problem was we limited the tables because of, COVID, but we don't have to deal with that.
No, we limited table to one
No.
table per winner,
Winner.
and one winner didn't even show up.
That's what I'm
That's
saying,
what-
so people can just attend without having.
Yeah.
Can I make a
Oh,
motion,
wait.
please? Okay, I'd like to make a motion that we, I'll fill out the, what do you call it?
The event form.
The event form,
If they don't come.
and that we just direct, I'll to
Yeah.
duplicate what we did last year, but just make the food a little simpler, because we are not having tables, we're setting up auditorium style. And
We're not having table?
no,
Oh, I thought
we
were gonna do
discussed
the
that
same-
last time.
Yes, but we were saying because we didn't
We
have
didn't have the
funds,
funding, but now we have the funding.
but then they're saying not to duplicate just what we
No,
have.
because then you have to order all the linens and the napkins. I thought we said we wanted to make it. That's what we said last time. We discussed it. And that's what we voted on.
We didn't have tables? I thought we had tables last year, we didn't?
We
We did
did,
it last time,
No,
we're simplifying it.
but we simplified it because we didn't know the money. So that's the way it stood as of as of now. Now we're gonna go back.
Maria Kramer's food is gonna be very hard to eat it, you know,
That's why I said we.
on the chair.
You want,
So,
modify the motion and have it back,
well, see, the thing is this, we either do the tables and we do sit down.
or we simplify.
If we simplify it and just have chairs, and it has to be like finger foods, because you cannot, you know,
We
eat.
can do both.
Well, please consider a chair because one of your winners is a para Olympian and she only has one leg.
Yeah, but she can be pulled into the table.
So she walks, but
The
she
corner
can't be
table.
standing for hours at a time.
No, we have to.
We'll just have a sit down lunch. No. Sitting down. There's like our service, like you stand
Wow.
up, all that.
Either it's gonna be set up auditorium style or with tables, and every table and chair. Now, it is more elegant with the table.
Okay, hold on a
Yeah.
second, the setback, wait, time out. The setback that Susan's having, she's not gonna have time to do it on the weekend, so we need somebody, we're gonna do the tables, so order the linens and do that, because Susan can't.
Well, she already has it.
No, we don't, we ordered it, Susan ordered all of it.
And we have to
We
set
don't
it
have some last year?
And we had to be here to set it
to
up.
set it up.
We had to physically go in and put all the chairs around all the
What day
tables,
is it?
dress the
Saturday.
tables. That's why we said that we might take a step back and just have rows of seats
Simplify it.
and simplify it.
And also, we don't have a keynote speaker.
No.
No, we don't have a keynote speaker.
Program. Because
We don't have
first
a
we said,
program.
You know what, maybe we could even ask the commissioner, Marilyn Ruano, to be the speaker.
Hold on a second, wait, if we're gonna change it back to the formal thing, we need somebody to volunteer to be able to do the work in the 2 weeks. Because the person who did it last time couldn't do it, so if it's feasible, then I think we should think about changing it, but if it's not, then we should simplify. it.
So on March 25th,
Yeah.
what time is the event?
Why
are we
10
set
a.m.
it for-
10 to 12.
What kind of event?
It's like a.
Saturday morning. I think it's 10 to 12, right?
Have volunteers to be able to do the tables or the linens.
We're just gonna have to probably simplify because it's right around the.
that's what we said we were going to
Okay.
do. Why should
And
we
then
change
next
it
year, we'll
now?
reconsider it with enough time since we have a chairperson and a
And we're
committee,
gonna
you
have
know?
fun, yeah, okay, all right, so we're gonna leave it as we have, as we had said before.
So what are we,
Everything
you
like
know
this.
what, this event,
No,
we
go
started
ahead.
at Shula's.
No.
This
Okay.
event
Motion.
has gotten worse and worse and worse. Why do we even do it?
But Esther, we already decided
No, I
that we
know
were
that.
going to simplify it, so we shouldn't turn around right now at this moment
Because you
and
only
with
have
2
2
weeks
weeks.
away say that, no, we wanted to make it fancy again.
Right.
We said that last year, we didn't even have all the tables filled, we spent a lot of money on it, and it wasn't well attended. So the council keeps asking us to think outside the box, change what we're doing, so we're changing what we're doing. This year, we said we'd have auditorium style finger foods. At first, we said we were gonna present it at a council meeting.
And then we made it more personal.
And we'd have a captive audience because people go to the
Yeah, but
council.
we wanted
But
to-
then we said, no, we want to do it separate, so it's separate. Auditorium style, little finger food out front, and they get their plaques. No video, I don't,
No video?
I mean,
we said
no
the
video.
Yes.
The video, yes, you have time to
Do
do
we
the
have
video.
time to do the video?
You have 2 weeks.
Why not? We got 2 weeks.
Do you have time, Jonathan, to do a video?
We don't have time, no, we don't have time for all of that.
Let's just keep it simple, like you said, and get it over with. And next year, I think we need to put more effort in it. This used to be an elegant event
Yes,
that
it
we
was.
used to do at Schuler's.
Yes, yes.
And then,
And we really don't need to do it at Schuler's because
But
when we
when
did it
we
here with the
do it at
tables,
those
they all every night, you know?
Right, the issue was that we didn't think we were gonna have to do.
Yeah.
but now.
Now we do, but now we don't have time.
Just a heads up, it's 8:35 p.m.
Can't
We're on
do
that
it.
day, and I-
You can't do anything without the money, that's why we said simplify. Now, all of a sudden, we have the money, we can't.
But we don't have time, no video. Okay, right. So the motion on the table. We're gonna have a motion on the table.
Simplify no video.
We don't have to even have a motion, and we already
Yes, we
had
do.
it the last time
No,
we
do
met.
it, do it, do
So
it.
do it again.
What was the?
That
Do
we
it.
would have auditorium seating, finger foods.
That's it.
Okay, we have our winners, and we are going to ask that Island Jonathan working together, we order the plaques. We have the venue here. And that someone purchases the food for that day from Publix or whatever event place that they want.
Can we order the
Yes, yes, I'll talk to Maria.
Okay.
I'll talk to
But just
Maria
make it
because they
simpler.
can make it simple, something nice. And then whatever drinks we want, I don't know what drinks we want.
And since we do have one of the winners, it's gonna have need a.
But
table,
I'm
we just
going to
gotta-
ask
Yeah.
that since I'm filling out a lot of paperwork for the next thing that's on the agenda. Elizabeth, is there any way that you could fill out the form for the women? This event form?
But you know what,
Because I'm already doing the memo for the mayor,
But Suzanne,
all of that.
Suzanne, you know what? Maybe help Madeline. Help Madeline, since she's gonna do it next year anyway. Help Madeline do the draft of that paper. Between the two of you, you can
Okay,
do
so
it.
you and I will do
Okay.
the.
And that way Madeline would know for next year.
Okay, great. We'll do the event.
And I wanna modify your, well, including your motion too, because we do have a special needs award winner that we have. Excuse me, like a table for her, so she can, you know, do what she needs to do and eat, because she can't be moving around.
I mean,
Does she need a
yeah,
table?
but I don't want.
You just didn't want her standing.
I don't want to take up the whole time.
She'll be sitting. Oh, she'll be sitting down. She just wasn't sure if she was gonna be standing or
The
not.
whole time.
So let's get this straight, so that we know what we need to do, because we need to order all this fast.
How many people you expect to come to that?
Well, I mean, we have how many?
We
One,
notify
two,
the winners
three,
now.
4, 5,
We knocked
6.
down 2.
6,
We knocked down 2.
right?
Now,
So
we're gonna
6,
have other
and you
people,
have-
or we gonna
you can
increase,
you can
we
invite.
increase the number that each person can bring?
What's the?
No,
number?
10 people, 10 guests.
It doesn't have to be limited, because auditorium style, you can.
Yeah, yeah, but we don't wanna, we wanna keep it the
People
way
don't
we
know
always
that.
kept it.
Let them know.
Yeah.
that they're gonna
10 guests per
bring.
win.
Ten
That's it.
times 6 is 60.
That would be 60 plus all of us
For winner?
per winner. 10 guests per winner.
You will get.
I'm gonna talk to Maria Kramer for the food. Yeah. For the food, what about the drinks? Are we gonna give wine? Are we gonna give anything like that, or just soda and water?
We got money for wine.
Okay, so let's do wine, soda, and water.
Wine on the brunch.
And
Mimosa.
Prosecco.
Prosecco or something like that.
Let's do Prosecco.
Sparky or what?
Okay, let's do Prosecco. Okay. All right. I'm gonna be dealing with the food, Maria Kramer. Who's gonna deal with the soda, the water, and the Prosecco? Who volunteers?
As in, we go pick it up or to
Well,
purchase
it has to be, we have to find out how much.
We need a
it's gonna
plan.
cost.
I'll be on spring break. I'll donate time to do stuff or run around.
The town pays for it, they'll give you
The
the
town
credit
pays
card.
for it, don't pay for it. You just have to check with prices, you know?
Costco.
Costco? Costco has great Prosecco.
Yeah.
Oh, we're up.
Costco has great Prosecco.
far as I know right now.
It's a priority now. Prosecco works perfect, okay?
So
And the cups. And she's gonna provide finger food. And it's gonna be, oh, by the way, we always pay extra for setup, right, Jonathan?
I do know.
We can have your people set up for us?
Well, it's gonna
We
be,
got a 3,000, but
it's already gonna be auditorium.
Yeah, but it has to
We
be
don't need
paid.
to use all of it. The seats are there.
yeah, but I'm not saying we have more than.
But then they have to set up the tables for the food and the sodas and all the outside. They charge They charge $80.
Last time we put
80. No, we have enough money. Let the town.
beautiful.
Oh,
It's only.
I'll ask Tyler.
Yeah, ask for the maintenance people.
And if they can do the video, go for it.
I would think so. I think it's-
Contact the people, and it's only 6. A plaque and a video.
They can do it fine.
They're not supposed to live or work.
That's very, that's a lot, very.
What is the video?
Okay, I second that motion. All in
No idea
favor?
what was it? Can you repeat the motion?
All right, so the motion is to duplicate what we had last time, but it's gonna be auditorium style. It was made by Suzanne. Order the plaques, have it in town hall, purchase food from Maria Creamer, finger food.
K-R-A-M-E-R.
Okay, and then Z's gonna do the drinks. We'll get the Prosecco, water, wine, soda.
No wine, soda.
No wine,
No one.
okay.
Right.
Prosecco, soda, and water. And then 10 guests per winner and do a video of their time.
Do you know how many bottles and how many cups and stuff?
If it's 10, 60 people.
Okay,
70
no
people.
figure for 100.
Not all of them. gonna
No,
be
don't
Not
even-
all of them are
that's
gonna
not-
We'll talk.
75.
We'll talk. We'll talk.
Okay, and Jonathan, you'll email me the request form?
I'll do it right.
Great.
And I have a question, we have an email from Isle that the Zonta Club wanted to present a rose to the winners.
Who wanted to present what?
The Zonta Club,
Oh,
because it's the
nice.
women of distinction.
Okay.
So I'm
Great.
asking, Magali Rubio will be the presenter.
Just one
Thank you for
Wonderful.
nominating me, so she will be at my table.
On table, chair.
I'm chair.
She'll be in your area.
She'll be sitting next to me.
There. Is that okay?
But, I'm thinking the,
The Zonta, the rose is a
we always
distinction
gave
for the women.
flowers.
We used to give
Then we used to
bouquets.
give bouquets of flowers ourselves. We always gave the flowers.
We gave it to, because we were sitting on the table. but we're not- we're not-
The bouquet
When
of
they came up
flowers.
to get the plaque, they got flowers.
Bouquet of flowers.
Well, now you get the rule.
Now they're getting.
Okay, so we're modifying the motion to give the rose.
Because they asked.
Amendment.
And
And the rose will be given by who? By the people, the
it's
actual,
Antonian.
whoever is talking about the person, then you give them the rose.
No,
and the
no,
plaque.
it's like
Is
a
that what you
special
do?
symbolic thing because of
Song.
giving it. Something.
The Zonta representative will stand at the podium.
Right, she'll be there
And hand
giving
them
it to
flowers.
everybody and then person who's gonna give the award gives the award. Talks about it, gives the award, and it's like symbolic for who's giving it, because it matters who gives the rose. That's the whole thing, right? Like, who's
Right.
giving it.
Just giving one rose? Yeah.
It's symbolic, it's classy.
The more money we save, we can push
It's
into
not big
other.
money, it's like symbolic, I can make the whole okay. Okay,
Sorry, then.
so how do you spell that?
Okay,
Okay, so the motion amended to approve, including the rose. I second the motion, all in favor? Any against? Motion passes unanimously.
okay, I got a couple of questions. I have a couple of questions.
Yeah.
Oh, what, it's the pass, right?
Yeah. Okay, we got the drinks down. Now that I'm filling out with Suzanne, we got the drinks down. We got the food will be finger food, but we have no idea what it is.
We don't know. Let me see what's her
And
suggestion.
we don't know what the price is. Do we need to?
We haven't seen the form yet. Let's look at the form before we worry.
No, no,
about
no.
how to fill it out.
No, the motion, do we need to make a motion for the money for the food?
No,
or-
it's pretty happy, you're right, it's a budget.
Okay,
Oh, and you know what? Yeah, it would be the food and dessert, right?
Yeah, I wanna donate the dessert, okay.
How can we have rum cakes in on a table, on things?
You put it on a plate.
it's the same plate as the finger food.
Okay, next thing on the.
Also,
agenda.
eight,
And I don't know the dessert.
Uh,
we're gonna have a master of ceremony, or it's just wing it when they come with the award? Who's gonna present the award?
I will
We did it last
contact
time.
Madeline to see if, Madeline, because I'm looking at you right now.
Eileen.
I am gonna contact Madeline if she can do it.
Madeline.
I'm
Very
sorry.
one.
Contact Hilda from the Camila's house to do it. We have plenty of people who can do this. You have judges who can do this.
Yeah, but we need to let them know. So what is it? MC the event, like MC?
Jonathan, can you
Well, let's
ask
find out
Marilyn
if he
Rowan to
knows.
do it?
Oh,
That's Meriden?
Yeah. The last year, everybody had a different presenter.
We're gonna have different presenters, but we wanna have, is she like a guest speaker or an MC?
Yes.
No, if we have different presenters, who are these presenters gonna be?
Oh, with the committee
Yeah.
members.
Yeah, the
That's-
committee
you
members.
guys
You
emailed
just
us
say,
a-
okay,
a
you got
paragraph.
this one, you got that
Before
one,
we
you
do
got that one.
Okay, last time I received
Yeah.
a paragraph saying you're gonna present this award to someone. That's it, that's how we did it.
Okay, but who's doing it this time?
You have to make it a paragraph because some of them are
But
very
who's
long.
doing it this time? Who will be representing? We're just gonna show up and we're gonna go, hey, Charles, you're here, you're gonna be presenting
No, they gave it to
education?
us before. Okay, you want to do it now?
No, who
They
is gonna give it to us?
That same day we got it, that
Right.
same day we
No,
got
they
it.
gave it to me on Tuesday.
No, we had it that same day.
Okay, well, anybody want to present a special one? We should, I want to do the government.
I want to do the arts.
Okay, I volunteered to present to Dawn in education.
Okay, so
And
Trinette
then,
is doing that one, Trinette's doing government.
Trinette's doing government.
Felicia, you're doing what?
arts.
Arts. Okay, we need one for business,
The
Felicia,
business,
art.
I'll do the business.
Elsa
I'll do the
business,
Elsa business.
education,
It's Suzanne.
I'm sorry. Health services. D,
D for Natalie, you know her, right?
and volunteers. Anybody want
Charles?
Charles, would you
Yeah, I could
present
do it,
to
but I like,
Esther?
for- I like for a lady to do.
a
it.
woman?
I would,
Charles, yeah, we need.
Madeline can do it.
Or Elizabeth, would you like to present?
I was not here that weekend.
Oh, you're not here that weekend?
I-
Madeline.
It's not me, I'm sorry. Right now, I'm like,
Charles, you can do it.
Charles, you do it.
I don't mind doing it.
I don't wanna make it for me because I don't.
I was doing, it's volunteer, Esther, who knows Esther the most here? Cause
I did some, you don't have to. And Charles.
we have to talk about her, you got.
Hermie knows me the most, but Hermie's not feeling. it.
Right, Charles.
And then Suzanne wants to do somebody else.
I could do, I mean, it's not.
You
like
could do more than one.
We don't have
But you
another
always look so
person.
handsome.
Do it. I always, I used to always be one of those to say, this is a women's day.
No, no.
Okay, I'm okay, no problem.
Listen, remember Neil used to chair.
Yeah, and that's why I always say, it's gonna be women's day. That's why I always say.
Hey, you hear what he said?
Alright, okay, so arts is gonna be presented by Felicia, business is gonna be presented by Elsa, civics, we don't have it, education is gonna be Suzanne, government's gonna be Trinette, health is gonna be Z, volunteer is going to be Charles.
And can we ask each individual to reach out and get a brief 5 to 6 sentences about that person? Like, I'm gonna talk to Dawn, you talk to your person,
Well, I was the one who nominated her.
so you know what you want to say.
Yeah, and
Just
just
a brief.
contact your winner and get their info, so you can speak about it, and let them know they won.
Madam Chairperson,
Yes.
could I, ask that we move, Pride Month up, I have a Zoom call at 9.
Stop, guys, we need to get.
I second that
No,
motion.
but this is the fourth, this is in March 25th, all right? March
Trying
25th.
to move it up, Charles, motion, Trinette seconds it. Any discussion? All in favor? We're moving Pride up. To talk about it now because Charles has to leave. All in favor?
Aye.
Any against? Okay, one against, it passes by majority.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Charles.
Okay,
Here's the
we had
second.
a subcommittee, meeting on Monday. And, we have decided that, we're gonna do a celebration on June 24th, from 6 to 8 p.m. The theater has agreed to allow us to use their facility for it. We have come up with a program. We also have a letter, a memo that we're going to give to the town about this event, given the historical background to it, as well as all the information that deals with Pride. And like I said, we're going to hold it on June 24th. 6 to 8. The venue is we're probably not gonna need any money from the town. I think we have it all covered with
Sponsorships.
with sponsorships. And so we would like to have a group to come if you feel so kind. It's gonna be a real nice event. Like I said, we're gonna start out with 6 o'clock with our table out in front. We're gonna have some light hors d'oeuvres between 6 and 7. And then we're gonna start at 7 o'clock. We're gonna go about 8. At the end, we're gonna invite about 4 or 5 different people on a panel. If there are anybody that has any questions, as example, education, art, theater, about 4 or 5 people. We have a social worker, a psychologist, psychiatrist, and they would just be sitting at the on the stage. And if somebody had a question, we would, and a parent, and then we would direct that to that individual. If they don't have any questions, then each one of them would give like 1 or 2 minutes about their background, and that would be it. We're hoping that between 8:15, we should be done.
So we have Jessica Soto.
Right.
She is an advocate under SAGE. And she does advocacy and services for the LGBT plus elderly community. Yes, and she has done events before the town, so she's confirmed. In addition to that, we have an FIU, Judina, FIU, and they do pride awareness for children's services. And they have agreed to also be on the panel for a Q&A session. So you're covering the children's sector, you're also covering the elderly.
Right.
And both organizations have presented at the town before. One to the educational board and one to the elderly. And these are the both names that were given to us by ION.
I have a question.
Yes.
You mentioned here, this is very lengthy, women have to shorten this. Mistress of ceremony. What is that about?
The mistress of ceremony is Judge Mabel Ruiz from the Florida 11th Circuit Court. She'll just guide us through an evening.
This sounds more like a seminar than a cultural event. That's gonna be happening.
But there's poetry
With
and there's.
Oh, there's
We have poetry,
Oh, yeah.
we have poetry, we have a 15-minute play.
And music
So, hold on a second.
and art.
Mistress of ceremony.
And a book reading.
Oh, there's a book reading?
Book reading too?
Not a book.
No, it's a play reading.
Okay. And has this been approved by the council?
No, this is, hold on, wait, we have
We have to submit it, but submit it.
This is what goes to the
Yeah, it's part of the council.
description. But they don't see this. This is just our minutes.
No. This here is almost the same as this here, so like I said, those. Okay.
This here is the same as this
Almost,
down
yeah.
here.
Talking about the celebration and the celebration and the celebration, 3 times, you made the celebration. 3 times.
Just because the word is mentioned
No.
3 times, it doesn't mean.
No, I said.
Oh, no, wait, we have to have a motion on the table.
I'll told me to make it as detailed as possible. Okay,
Yeah, but detail of. I know, and this is from your original.
No, but we don't have a motion or anything. So we're trying to present.
committee has already agreed that we could present to the council a program. We're only voting tonight that this program that Charles just described is going to pass. So the motion is, do we go with this program? That from 6 to 7, we have light refreshments, a review of a resource table, music and art. And from 7 to 8, we have a 15-minute play reading, 2 poetry readings, and a Q&A panel.
I make a motion that.
I know, she made the motion.
That is the
Okay, I second the motion.
that's what our program is.
We also talked about, I'm sorry, we also talked about a silent auction that we wanted to be part of the program.
We are trying to see if we can get an art piece, so we can get the art piece.
Okay.
And in addition to that, I spoke with Andrea Graham, and she is gonna give us some sponsorship for the whatever you called it, the 1 hour, she called their section.
Yeah,
She called it something. I forgot what she called it.
meeting greet.
The meet and greet, whatever.
Any more discussion?
Discussion.
Go ahead.
I know I also said to put this as detailed as possible. The plan is to make it simpler as far as the description. This is fine. What you want to do, and I see that you can do things. Did you say you're gonna have a PowerPoint presentation?
No, that's just running in the background. That's not gonna be presented.
But what's gonna be in that?
What's gonna be on the PowerPoint?
The PowerPoint is gonna be on, renowned or famous figures in the LGBTQ community that have made contributions
In the arts.
in the arts and culture, of course. We talked about that. We talked about culture, parenting, legal education, food, music, art as far as, Hollywood.
That's what you're gonna.
That's just gonna be pictures with like maybe a caption in the background. And we also talked about, showing the Richard Blanco poem, in the background. Richard Blanco. Arenas, no. Richard Blanco.
Any more discussion? So the motion on the table is to present this to the town as presented right now, as we have it. All in favor? Aye. Any nays?
Me.
1 nay. Motion passes unanimously. I mean,
No,
sorry,
unanimously,
by
no.
majority, sorry, by majority.
No, you have to state who said nay on the minute.
I don't think that's required, but I would.
Yes, it is required. It is required. Yes, it is.
I'll put you also. I don't
Yes,
think
it is. You have to put in, all in favor, and who was saying, it has to know.
I'm gonna say name.
All right, so Felicia nay, Elsa nay. Motion passes by majority.
This one.
Is it grammatically wrong to you?
It's irrelevant, the motion passed. Next
Yeah.
item.
No, don't say that. Don't say that. What I'm trying to say is, if you're gonna submit, because I submitted memos before. Yeah, the descriptive, you have this, we can find.
I get that, but you've already said it, we have the motion and passed, we know you're against it, Elsa's against it, we know it in the minute.
It's just that,
If it doesn't go, Felicia, it doesn't go.
Right, Charles is one going to be
Yeah.
presenting it.
If it doesn't
So
go, it
he's
doesn't go.
going to be presenting this
but-
memo.
Right,
to-
but it was house.
Still having the event and you're not welcome.
That's not.
That's not.
That's just-
That's not it.
That's.
Yeah.
That's the size,
You know what?
let's just respect everybody,
I think so.
and let's move on, next item.
he's trying to make it.
Madam Chair, please, let's just move on to the next item.
Okay, Charles,
We're on Earth Day.
okay. Okay, Jonathan.
Birthday is now in April, the month of April.
If you read the report, which I wanted to make sure that you knew what I was talking about. Is, the theme is gonna be briefly, the theme is gonna be celebrating nature in the Everglades. This event was approved already, so we don't have to wait for the council. We have Darien County as the exhibit, and I contacted the Everglades National Park, and they're gonna give us permission, they already gave us permission to use some information, which is gonna also portray. So, The last one, the tree planting, I'm still working on it to see if we can have something to be out of the school, so that's the thing. So, that's it.
You know what time?
That's from
Oh,
April
these are the photos,
To the 30th, right?
Start gonna be presented. At,
From what day to what day? Felicia?
April 1st through the 30th.
Thank you.
And we're ready, up to the maker regarding the publicity and, we have an article
Yeah,
This is in town hall, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
here in
thank you.
town board.
They take down this exhibit, we're gonna put.
Okay.
Maybe next year we could have the schools do
Yes.
competition. We've
Yeah,
done
I
that before.
try to contact.
They can do
From
very-
education.
Yeah, that's-
Sponsors involved in sports and stuff, so.
You have to go with time for the art teachers.
But this is good, I went to the studio where the artist is. Actually, they have like it's a studio where they have different artists. And, you know, the pictures don't do justice to what you see.
To the painting.
So it's good.
Okay.
Even these, that look like very dark, they're very impressive, because it's done with, you know, well, you know, that, but it's just interpretation, not conscious, is there.
So is there a motion on the table, Felicia, or have these already?
No, it's just, you know, it's already been worked on. so-
Okay, so
Yeah,
it's an
that's
update.
part of an event.
It's an update?
It's an update of an event.
Okay, perfect.
Before
Next
we-
item. Board, right, yes, paint a picture of mom.
Yeah, take a picture with mom. Okay, so basically I contacted Yilka with the, what do you call it, the paint, the picture here.
Painting with the.
Painting with a twist. Okay, the only thing I need is Jonathan to have an inventory of what was left over from last year.
Oh, we've had a lot. I didn't-
Because we had, I know we have the easels, but I need to have an idea. I think we had a lot of paint left. The gallons of paint, so it might be dry.
It might be-
So we're just gonna have to order paint.
Okay.
But an idea of the brushes, because I know we had a lot of brushes. I
We
remember
need
cleaning
to
them.
take inventory, of whatever we had like last time.
Yeah,
The
just to have
easel,
an
the
idea.
paint,
The paint, the brushes.
Do you want to ask, because they take a month to get.
The one.
Well, we
A
already
subcommittee.
have,
I'm just asking, do you want a subcommittee meeting? Do you think we need one?
If we want to, we
Yeah,
could,
because-
yeah.
Because we have to
It's in
ask
May, right?
for it.
This is, May 13th. May 13th.
So you'll be lucky if you get one in like late April,
And what?
a subcommittee meeting, if
subcommittee
you ask for it
meeting, yeah.
now.
yeah, request one.
So we better
Yeah,
request
request
one.
one. I'm gonna be out of town from the 11th to the 18th.
This
So
year? Or
Of April.
of April.
The 11th to the 18th, I won't be here.
So any other
anytime.
time,
At the farmer's market again, also?
Yeah, and then the farmer's market, that was my other question, Jonathan. I think last year Isle was the one that confirmed that for us.
Mhm.
And if you could
Yeah.
please have Isle confirm, the, farmer's market, that was a great venue, great venue.
And after the back, she already did, what is that form for the grants, and she asked me if we needed,
The farmer's market.
yeah, the farmer's market, we have the space secure, or at least she submitted it to the grants,
Okay, let's see if it was
Space.
approved.
the utilities like water and electricity, we have the
Okay.
hose and the buckets.
Yeah. those are
What we
buckets
need is
need
to.
that.
to
And
do it
tables,
electronic.
tables, we need
Tables
the
and
tables
chairs.
and some chairs for the registration. And more than anything, Jonathan, we need the tables, but we need some of your people to go and set up the tables for us that day, because we don't have the
Yeah, they brought
manpower.
the tables, but they.
Those are heavy.
Okay, I will say my one note, one or two is, that the chair of the subcommittee should start requesting space from the farmer's market. I don't know if that discussion addressed that point, but if it did, then
We
we
already
only have
supposed to-
750.
Yeah, that's why this comes
that-
from
that's why I just want.
Jonathan. Just ask Isle that I asked if she could please confirm that we have it reserved for May 13th, this space.
And that you have staff for the table.
And that we have the maintenance people that will be setting up the tables and some chairs for us.
Space and tables.
And the tent. No,
That
he
all
gave us
comes,
the tent.
that comes
The
with.
guy from the farmer's market.
Yeah.
gave us the
Yeah.
tent.
that comes with the
And he gave us
farmer's
extra tables because we needed them at the time.
Yeah.
So
So we
that's
just have to give.
Yeah.
So we
We're gonna-
request a subcommittee meeting sometime in April, not during
Not
the
the
11th through
11th.
18th, any other time, so we can.
Perfect, better, better.
And we need to
And I'll
contact,
come to that.
user advisory board to, so they have a table. set up.
Oh, I like that. The education advisory board, so they have a table to pass out books. They do that every year. It's supposed to they give it out. I like that.
Okay,
Okay,
Next item.
Next item.
It's no, private already did it, so we skipped 7, 8,
8, or
we're at 9.
9.
The CAC brochure update, Commissioner.
The brochure. Oh, and Felicia. Yeah.
Do we have something here?
Then
I wrote the
Oh.
minutes for the meeting, so I can tell you
Oh,
very
oh, okay.
briefly.
Yeah, because I
That,
don't know. I
um,
don't know.
Yeah, basically, we decided upon a rack card that would include all the information that we had on the brochure, but it'll just be on a front and back rack card, because we know that we need to really move digital. Digital's more flexible, we can make changes, we can make updates, put a QR on it so that people can go right to it, see recommended sponsors and volunteers.
How do you spell that?
Right.
RACK, just like RACK, we put in a rack.
Oh,
And that would just be here at the town, and we could have, there's a lot less cost, the cost is a lot
I
less. so
like
we
that
could-
because when they scan it, you could change the dates of the event that way.
Yeah.
So,
No,
We had a
so-
good meeting, and that was
And we're going to have the red card and the brochure on. Which we can
online.
change.
The brochure is online.
If I may, the,
Digital.
The one
so the
building.
rat card is, that's gonna be our print media, it's moving away from a brochure, more of an online shift, so as they said, we can always update a website that a QR code goes to.
Mhm.
Once you put stuff on a brochure, like images and dates, it locks that in forever, so. We decided to have a more informational. Brochure, or, excuse me, not brochure, rat card. So that's what we're gonna work on together.
So great.
Yep.
Okay. Yep.
yeah, that's good. That's the publicity that we need.
Yeah.
We need publicity like that.
Beautiful.
Next item, I think that's it. No, yeah, we have.
Oh, and another thing is, I see a lot of things already being advertised for June on Instagram and the social media of the town. Can we do some of the advertising for us, like paint a picture for mom?
Yeah, once we have
Already know it's May 13th.
all that information, or even like the important, like date, time, place, general idea of what the activities are, we can definitely, yeah, it's really easy to just throw that out there, so if we.
But we know what it is. It's May 13th,
It's
and
May
it runs
13th.
from.
And we have to make sure that we are
Yeah, yeah.
confirmed
What
with the
time?
farmers
10
market.
to 1?
And the 10 to 1, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
10 to 1.
And of course, that's an event, right? That they will register, even though most of the people.
A lot of it's gonna be copied over from last year.
Yeah,
Okay, so 10, we deferred, so. Loan of artifact display, that's the last thing we
Okay.
have to talk about.
Yeah, real quick, remember last time we said that the town, needed to consult with us regarding any art, we brought it up, as I said. And then I brought up that they were also taking a cabinet, donating it, lending it to a museum. So he also said that he would keep us up to date on anything relating to, any art issues. So, we updated and we send us pictures from the museum. He's passing it out because I want to print. Sounds like. And it's very nice. They're trying to see who would like to attend a visit to the museum that's in Hollywood. To visit, to view the exhibit
Oh.
and see our.
I think it is somewhere else now.
It's somewhere else.
yeah.
So, but, that's up.
Walked away on its 4 legs.
It's not here anymore.
Here are, I mean, we don't have an art center, but our artifacts are in another museum.
Okay.
So anyways,
I
that's.
feel like ancient.
Give us a date for us to attend.
Yeah, what we need to do is coordinate with, we'll, with him or I'll, so we can go as a group. And she'll be happy to let us in. I can share the email, he sent it to me and. then-
Do you have more or less the date, month?
I think. The exhibit is called Oblivion. And it runs till May. sometime in May. So, but I'll keep you posted on that, or the tour, actually.
Next item is new business.
Excuse me.
Okay, that's this. You have the right
Can
one?
we should 9 o'clock.
I know, let's, real quick. These are, various committees that I think we need, so we can work with Alan on a lot of things, because she has a lot of things going on, and sometimes things get, missed. We have the ACAC, you have this one on your, so if we don't finish today, we can talk about it. But basically, I wanted to say, we have the publicity subcommittee, the sponsorship subcommittee, the call for artists, the We Love Cows, and we need to review the form, so I was gonna hear the subcommittee or table the item. And then the historic archives, I think, I want to share that one because Jonathan and I are heavily working on that, documenting a lot of historical stuff. So look at it and see which ones you want to participate on, or which one you're good at, publicity or sponsorship. The call for artists, I think you said you wanted to help with.
I think about that.
Okay,
Yeah,
so-
well, this is good to think that we can discuss at the next
Can we
meeting.
take
right?
Okay, but
Our brains.
But it's important, especially the publicity and the sponsorship.
I mean, I have to call Linda, Chita, to say, listen, we have an exhibit coming up April 1st, and then she said, thank you. Because she had the wrong, because I noticed in the last issue, we did not have the Women of Distinction event,
No, they did with the wrong date.
the wrong date.
Yeah, because
then the last
Johnson
one-
purchased all the
It
roses.
said it's
and they
okay
gave
with
us
your
the
line,
meeting.
but. okay. So
The wrong date.
we need someone to really,
It's
really
good.
follow up on this.
Yeah, so that way we know that one person. or
So we have
people,
homework.
you know,
We gotta look at.
Would be in charge of that, yeah.
Okay.
Are reviewing the flyers to make sure they're correct.
Exactly.
I make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Is that it?
Anybody
I
second?
second.
Oh,
No, but we have to table the last one, 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay, so the motion. I'm sorry.
actually, the 7B is like, information thing.
So then everybody can read it.
And read it at your
Yeah.
leisure.
At your leisure.
And then just remember, what I wrote there was the expectations, and it's not my expectation, it's what the town expects from us to do.
I want to make a motion to table item 7A and 7B for our next meeting.
I
Okay, we can
second.
discuss it today.
So this one is just basically reading.
okay?
Right?
Yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any nays? It passes unanimously.
Motion to adjourn.
Wait, when is the next meeting?
April 12th.
Okay, April 12th is our next meeting. And Esther motions to adjourn in second.
What time was it?
Second by Madeline.
Madeline second. We vote